Hey everyone, this is Hill Street Soul, and you're tuned in to the core with the Millennial Coach, discussing topics on real life. Check it out. Everywhere you go, don't forget the ghetto. Listen to the core.
Okay, so I am the Millennial Coach. Gosh, you know, I was saying to my hairdresser, so I have my hair done, as you can tell. This is something I can't do. Like, I literally cannot put a ponytail on. Like, I'm not that talented. I was saying to her, so now I see some grey hairs. I know you can't see them. Or can you? Is there one or two? It's not, you can't actually see them. I've never dyed my hair before. Never. And so, and I've not used any black beeswax, by the way, because I've got this white grey hair in the front, but you can't see it. And one of the things that happens when you get grey hair is people want to hide it. And I said to her, now I actually think about her. I actually have a picture of her mind. And she used to say, you wait, you wait. So I said to her, why did you dye your hair? She goes, you wait. And now and she goes, no, you have to leave it. You have to leave all your grey because you've told me off. So I'm like, okay, point taken. But I think it's important to acknowledge that age is not afforded to everybody. Some people didn't wake up this morning, you know. By the way, welcome to the show. This is the core. I am the Millennial Coach. I don't even remember if I'm even introducing the show. I'm just like, let's get into the conversation. So, thriving in your 40s. I love to see women who embrace their age. I love getting older. I love it. It's that you don't give to basically issues at all about what people think about you. And the reason you don't care, because they're not doing anything to actually make you better. So why should you care about whether or not they have input into your well-being or your life? It's nonsense. So I definitely will say that your growth in your 40s is where you make absolute decisions on who you want to be and how you want to be. Your 30s, you have time to try and figure out, okay, maybe I could do this, maybe I'll date this guy. In your 40s, you say, look, I'm happy to be single. Like, when I did the Happily Single series, people are, oh my God, listen, being single ain't a death sentence. It's actually all right, male, female. But one guy did say to me, all those guys online, they're all fronting. And I started laughing. He said, they're not happy. All these single guys are not happy. And I say to them, well, if you're not happy, that's your business, because you can make a choice. You can be happy and thrive without having to depend on somebody else, or you can be unhappy and survive life. So your 40s, it's an interesting time because if you've had children in your 30s and you're now in your 40s, your kids are at an age where you're just like, right, I need to make decisions for myself and I need to do things that are going to bring me joy. You are clear if you're in a healthy marriage or civil relationship. You and that person have come to an understanding of, this is who I am and this is who I'm growing into. Are you coming? And if you have a healthy relationship, you actually grow together. If you have an unhealthy relationship, you grow apart. And that's another thing, is calling a spade in your 40s. Now, let me give you an example. The workplace. In your 40s, I'm telling you now, I have zero tolerance on BS. I'll just say bullshit. Zero. I worked with some of the most toxic people recently, to the point where you just sit and you think, I don't have space for this. So I would say, I said to one of the vice presidents, and I've said this in another show, I had to say, these people are fake. And they act completely different when you guys are in the room. When you're not in the room, imagine the client has complained that they don't like the way the consultants are. And I brought this up and they said, well, that's their problem in the group. But when the CEO and everyone, no one's going to say that the client complained, because they will be in trouble. But they're fake. They will say things that are not true. They told me they don't like these people, they don't trust them. But when they're there, hi. When you get to your 40s, There is zero, not even low, zero tolerance for broke back men, like broke down men. No one's interested in your story. Let me give you an example. One guy, we were kind of having a little bit of entertainment, I shall say. Lady never tells her stories in full detail. Hence the reason the accusers of Diddy are anonymous. I'm not joking. I'm joking. I'm taking the piss. So, and then he started to kind of court me. So I said to him, talk to me about what it is that you want. So he said, what do you want? I said, well, I'd like to meet someone. I'm not saying it was him. I'd like to meet somebody and, have a healthy relationship. If we wanted to have a child and this was a possibility, I'd look into that. And then he goes, and to women, at this age and stage, this is something that we ain't going to tolerate. So he goes, oh, me too, but not with you. I was like, does this guy think that he's that nice? Like, I wasn't promoting me to him. I'm just saying that's what I'm looking for. And I want to understand why you are trying to take me out on dates and do stuff with me now. Like, I just want to understand what's your thought process. Then I was sick with my endometriosis for a week. I'm one of these people, I'm coming for you. So I came for him. I sent this Twitter message because he's an idiot. And I said, oh, I was sick the other day, so I didn't message for a week. So I says to him, listen, whoever hurt you, you need to go and deal with it. You are incredibly disrespectful. And we don't have a relationship. We've had relations. Let's just be clear. We don't have a relationship. So I don't understand why you're confused about who you're talking to. You're not talking to someone who you're in a relationship with. We don't have a relationship. So don't get it twisted about you don't want it with me. So I said, whoever hurt you, you need to go and deal with your pain because all you're doing is bleeding all over me and I don't need to get that blood off me. I don't need to be bled on in that way. So, you know what this idiot does? And that's what I say is a twit. I'm sorry. So I went to an event, fast forwards a year later, and who was filming? Because he does stuff in TV. This idiot was filming. So hi, I'm like, you good? See me, I don't have any grudges. I just think you're a waste man. So if you're watching this, to me, you and everybody else that behaves the way you behave, you are waste men. Like, no one has time for someone who's in their 50s acting like they've still got time. Like, you ain't got time. But you're acting like you're that nice. You ain't even that nice. So your apology is, for me, wasted. Like, just waste your energy on someone who gives a toss, because I don't care. So I was waiting for my friend. So my friend was having a conversation who I came with at the event. And I was sitting there, just me. I'm the kind of person, you say, can you give me 20 minutes? I'm cool. Like, you know me, I've got my headphones. I always carry my headphones and I have access to my television show. So I'll just fling on a TV show and just chill while I wait for you. So I waited for her. Which idiot come to sit next to me and it says, you know what? I want to apologize. I just thought, something. I said to him, okay, I hear your apology. I don't accept his apology. I don't accept his apology because you've been doing too much foolishness for too long. You're too old for this foolishness. So what I'm saying to you, in your 40s, you don't have to take people back as friends or as men in your life or women in your life. You cut that and you let that die. You let it die. Okay, you cut the umbilical cord to that trash. Like, cut it. And don't look back. In your 40s, if you're ending friendships, end the friendship. I've gone back and forwards trying to do Real Housewives, and in your gut, you've outgrown someone. When you've got a friend that is talking to you like she's doing you a favor, and you don't operate that way, and I live in a place of kindness and love. Like, I might sometimes, and the thing is, when someone doesn't even get how your humor is, you need to cut out, like X, move on, jog on. Like, you need to remove yourself from the equation. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it. Yes, you've known them since you were 17, but you know what? Your next chapter doesn't involve them, and their next chapter doesn't involve me at all. And sometimes you have to realize, I think in your 20s you want people to like you. In your 40s you realize a lot of people don't like you. They never did. They were just being around you because it was popular, you were cute, you look good. This is what happens in your 40s. You really see for real people's energy. Like, you see how people move to you. And the thing is, in your 40s, don't argue with people. Don't argue with people. Like, please, don't do it. Someone ain't feeling you and they're trying to call you out. Just say, okay, cool. Call you out your name. I had a girl recently. She told me I was giving her negative energy. Did it? I was thinking, and I did something. I cut her out of, and I just thought, you don't know. That's when I realized you don't know me at all for you to even make such a statement. So for me, I was just like, and then, and I said to her, you only use me when you got problems in your life. I mean, this girl has phoned me crying her eyes out about situations, right? I called her one time about this situation with that last job, and that was it. But I am the kind of person, when I'm your friend, I invest, I check in on you, I make sure you're good, like, not just once, I check in on you all the time. But when I realize I'm just not, and that's another thing in your 40s, you need to hold your position. If you know that that person ain't feeling you, and they've downgraded who you are in their life, you need to open your eyes and you need to jog on. Like, they downgraded you, you need to go and find new pastures. Because you can't keep holding, we're too old to be holding on to people who don't want us. We're too old to be begging people to be in relationships with us. We're too old to be working with people who are idiots. You're always going to listen. We're always going to find idiots, but do we have to argue with them? No. But for me, I'm too old to not speak my piece. I'm too old to be working with you if you are toxic and you're full of, like, I tell some woman, you are a nightmare. Like, you're a nightmare. Who comes to work in the morning and just wants to make everyone's life miserable? You are difficult and you're a nightmare. And I just don't, when you don't enjoy working with people, you need to either think about your own business or you need to go and work somewhere where you ain't going to be disrupted. Because there are companies that do not give you headache. And I've worked with people, you do what you do and you give the result, and they make money, you make money, and then you jog on. The moment people start disrespecting me, I will speak up and I'm out. Not, you're too old, I'm too qualified. And when you've got people trying you, when you deal with such superior people, this idiot is talking to you as if they're doing you a favor. In your 40s, allow it. In your 40s, you need to exercise. That's the next thing. We need to stop making excuses for the belly fat. And oh yeah, but and all the thing is, right? Again, this ain't a body shame thing, but all these people on Instagram that are doing the food thing, when you look more unhealthy than the food you're eating, I don't want you to encourage me to go anywhere, because I don't want to look like the person telling me to go there. When you are in your 20s, you should take care of your health. In your 30s, maintain your health. But in your 40s, you need to up the ante, because people are dying younger and they're not last. Do you know how much money I've put in private pensions? I want to enjoy that flipping money. So I am not going to be trying to do the most, be eating out, look like a house, and then next minute I drop dead. My siblings are not going to enjoy that money. I'm telling you now. Although I love you, that, but I want to enjoy my money. I've been working, I've been disrespected, I've had all kind of stuff going on. I want to enjoy what I've had to struggle for. So you need to make sure you take care of your health. Cut people off that are not serving you. And don't feel bad about it. You need to make sure that any relationship that you are in, like in your 30s, your 40s, it's not even a requirement. You need to stand on business. Stand on business. Nothing less. Nothing less. Nothing less. I beg. Stand on business. And you need to take risks in your 40s. The thing that you've always wanted to do it. There is nobody and there is nothing that is going to change your life but you. And you need to approach life with wisdom. Okay, this is note to self after I cussed out that company. You know what? You know when and the thing is, right, if you're going to lose your temper, lose it and do it well. Like, let people have it from top to toe. In your 40s, you got lots of frustration to unleash. Lay out. But one thing you need to know, there's always consequences to our actions. We're too old not to know that. Okay? The other thing is, in your 40s, self-care. Take care of you. And the thing that I definitely will say to the men and women, make sure that you feel great, you look great, and you do it for you. You're not doing it to impress everybody out there. You look good for yourself, because the only person that can be good and feel good and do good is yourself. So if you don't do if you don't do it to yourself, do it for yourself and do it by yourself, no one ain't gonna do it for you. No one ain't coming to save anybody in this life. So my recommendation is save yourself, and save yourself lovingly, compassionately, positively, and thrive. I am the millennial coach, and this is the conversation about being in your 40s is when you don't give a damn. So 50s, I don't even know, I'm not there, but I'm hoping that you lot are not caring too, because you're living your life like it's golden. And also the other thing is, don't be scared to travel alone. Travel alone. Talk to strangers. I talk to strangers all the time. I talk to strangers. They buy me drinks. They do. Listen, have fun. In your 40s, you need to do that whole self-discovery piece. Don't be scared to live a little bit. Okay? Because this is where it's the midpoint. If you haven't figured it out yet, you ain't got long left. So you need to enjoy yourself. I am the millennial coach. I hope that you've enjoyed today. And remember, I'm blind in this eye. So when you see it drift out, it means because I'm really tired. If it's a little bit in, it's okay. But just let you know, this eye is where I'm blind. But anyway, I am the millennial coach. And I want to thank you for tuning in today. And I hope I've been useful. 50, Curtis, if you're watching, sweetheart, email me. Yeah. Where are you, girl? I think you need a UK girl, because old school UK girl, because I'm here to take care of you. Plus, I got a lot of that Ghanaian in me where I want to cook for my man, And you know that with the American girls are going, my man, my man, my man. That would be me. All right, people. I hope you've enjoyed this week's videos on the midlife crisis and how to thrive in your different stages of your life, because you got to keep going. Sometimes it feels hard, but keep going. All right. Much love. Peace.